Hello good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the 80 subscribers. Yeah, I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. And 50% of my viewers have not subscribed. Kindly subscribe and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, road to 1000 subscribers. Yeah, so my name is Tabe, Stories by Tabe, where I give you stories from Gulf, from Middle East, my story, other people's stories, and general advices for those who are coming and those who are new here, and also people who are at home, just so that you get to know what we go through in this when we are in diaspora, when we are out of the count of our countries, right? So in today's video, I'm going to be giving my own story. In my previous videos, I've given advices about what to expect, how to react, the challenges and everything. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my own challenges, the things that I've been through, and how I've overcome or how I've managed the challenges. It's not always easy. It has not always been easy. Things are not like 100% perfect, but they are at a manageable level. And I am going to be telling you how I got to the level that I am right now. Yeah. So I'm going to be talking about my second employer. This is my second employer currently. Yeah. I will not talk about my first employer in this video, maybe another time, but for today I will talk about my second employer where I am currently. Okay, it's not disclaimer. It's not always good to talk bad things about the people you are living with, or the hand that is feeding you always, because yeah, it's not always good. But I'm not talking something bad, I'm just saying my experience, what I've gone through. Yeah. So when I first came to this employer, things were tough, very tough. Like, I was like, oh my god, how am I even going to manage not 2 years, just 1 more month here? I can't, like, the next day felt like this is it, I'm going home. Yeah, I'm going home. Now, when the very first day I came, I found that there were other servants, there were other people working there. There were two people in the house, like my boss and her mom. Now, each of them had a servant, and one was leaving. She was an Ethiopian. She was going, so there was somebody to replace her, and me now for my employer. Yeah, so we were three of us. I found these two there, but the one who was coming to replace was just like she came the day I arrived. Yeah, so I come, and the shouting in the house scared me, like the way this Ethiopian girl, and she had been there for 4 years. Yeah, but I saw my boss shout at her. Okay, they were talking in low tones, but just so that I don't hear. But the way she shouted at her and the facial expression, I was like, what? And now, as days goes by, I realized that it's like common for her to shout at her like this, and for her, she would break down, like she would cry. She would not say anything, she would just cry. And I was like, what? How did you survive this for 4 years? So that is something for me. I said, this is not gonna happen to me. The moment she shouts like this, I will have to like figure it out between me and her. Why are we going to live like this? You know? So, okay, there didn't come an occasion. Yeah, it did. Now, the first time she shouted at me, you know, you have to, like I said in a previous video, you have to set standards. And I've been in girls long enough to know their characters, to know how they behave, to know how to like bring them down, because you will always be treated according to the standards you raise for yourself. So for me, when I arrived, it was during the day, lunch hour or whatever. So we did what we had to do, and then in the evening, remember we are 3 of us. So for me in the evening, and there were so many rules. No taking, like we said, there are always rules, right? No talking not talking on the phone during that day. So we were only allowed to speak on the phone after 6 p.m. So that day, I've come at 2 or 12, I don't remember the time. I did what we had to do. We finished everything, and for me, I was used after dinner, which is so early. It's lunch or dinner. They take food very early, and that is it. Like late lunch, and that is it. So we had our late lunch. We did our dishes and everything. So for me, since it's almost 6 and we've done everything, I sat down and just took my phone and sat. The rest were, I don't know, we were seated with the other new girl also. And this other one, the old one, was out there with her employer. So for me, I sat down. But I'm thinking we are done. We are only now going to take shower and rest. Now this new girl, she starts cleaning. She starts cleaning the cabinets, the kitchen cabinets now. And I'm like, what are you doing? We are already tired. Why are you cleaning them? And she tells me, in the night, you have to do this. We've been working the whole day. Now in the night we start doing the kitchen. She said that is the norm. For me, I was not used to that. So it's already time to talk on the phone. To talk on the phone. And guess what? For me, where I was before, I was used to be with phone like on my hands. I'm working and I have phone on my hands, and nobody bothered. Nobody, like, there were no restrictions. Yeah. So I've come and I'm feeling like my hands are itchy because I want to catch my phone. I want to hold my phone. And just that feeling of having it on my hands and seeing who has texted and texting whoever I want to text. And the whole, like, 1 hour without a phone, it was hell. Now I'm like from 12 up to 6, almost 6 hours, I've not even checked my phone. Hey, it seemed like forever. So somebody now, it seemed to take the phone, and now she starts cleaning. What's that? So for me, I sat down. She does. And then these people, the employers, now my boss, not her mom, my boss, she used to follow us like she has to, every 30 minutes. 1 hour is too much if you don't see her. She will follow us, come see what we are doing, and like she couldn't rest. She couldn't rest without knowing what we are doing. So she comes. For me, I'm seated on the phone, and this girl is wiping the shelves and everything. For me, I'm seated on my phone, and she shouts, "Tabby, what are you doing?" I say, "What am I doing? Why are you seated?" And I'm like, it's 6, we've finished, it's time to talk on the phone. And she says, no, it's not time to talk on the phone. Look, your friend is cleaning and you are seated. What's that? And for me, I said, we were seated. And then all of a sudden, it's time to talk on the phone. She starts, like I explained to her, she said, no, before you hold your phones and everything, you have to do the floors. You have to do the kitchen, the cabinets, and then do the floor. And then everything she referred, didn't you do this, didn't you do this before? I told her I had not done, and for real I had. Okay, I used to wipe, but now in the night, no, I used to do it in the day, not in the night. So she tells, okay, for me, okay, I stand and start doing like she's doing. And now there's some people will make your stay a living hell, because now this girl, whatever I touch, it's not like this, it's not like this, it's not like she, and the boss is there, but now everything I'm doing, it's not right. Like she's correcting me, like everything, like I'm down or something. And now this my boss sides with her and tells me that I know nothing. I'm so clumsy. I'm so clumsy. She makes a lot of noise. And it's my first day. It's my first day. Instead of just explaining, this is what we do, this is what we do, this is how it's done, they just expect me, I should know, because where I was, they were told that I know. So they expect that I know, and I should, like it's the same environment, it's not. So for me, I got upset. And I had already seen them shouting at the other girl. I said, hey, this is not going to happen to me. And imagine she had been there for 4 years and they're shouting at her. What about me, who is new? I told her, look, this is my first day and you are already comparing me with this girl. I'm Kenyan, right? She's, I don't know from which country, but for us, you don't compare us. You don't compare. If I have a mistake, you tell me my mistake. Don't compare me. Comparing will not make me change. You tell me my mistake and what I have to do. And this Ethiopian girl got so scared. She told me, no, don't answer her like that. She will slap you. And I was like, do what? Like, that is the standards she laid for herself, that she can be treated anyhowly, and the fear, she has no confidence in herself. And I was like, I laughed. I told her, what? Do what? She can slap you. And she's telling me, when that boss is right there, like now they want to scare me that she will slap. Oh my God, when I remember that day, that she will slap me. I told them no, she can't slap me, because I'm just stating it that she will not compare me. If I make mistake and she wants me to correct, let her tell me my mistake and how I'm supposed to do, not to compare me, right? So she got so scared. I told her, no, for me, I'm not going to get scared. So I told my boss, I'm here for the first day. Now you've already complained a lot so far. I'm going to give you like this it was mid-month. I'm going to give you like until the end of the month. If you see that we can't get along, all those things you are saying, you're complaining about, if you see we can't get along, just let me go back home. Let me go back home, because I can't possibly change. Like, I will try my best to meet your standards, but comparing me, shouting, and I've heard her say that you can slap me, no, that is not going to work on me. And this girl is so scared and all that. For me, I told her, no. For me, I'm a Kenyan, and we know our rights. Basically, we know our rights, and yeah. So that was the first day. Now, sleeping time was supposed to be okay. Sleeping time, we could sleep when we are done. Waking up time was at 6. Now, it was like she was used to waking up at 6, and I'm like, what are we going to wake up at 6 to do? There are no children. And why I liked this place is because there were no children. Oh my god, I had already had my fair share of, I don't know, with children. I just didn't want a place with children anymore. So when I came there and there were no children, oh, I thanked God. So now there are no children and we're expected to wake up at 6 to do what? And this girl tells me that is the time she wakes up. I ask her, what do you do? Like, it's not like you're going to meet new people, anything, like it's monotony. The same thing you did yesterday is the same day in, day out. So if it's cleaning, nowhere is that dirty that you will need 16 hours or 12 hours to do. 3 hours you are done. Why should you wake up at 6 and you're not preparing children to go to school? So for me, I told her, 6 is so early. And I had come from a place where it was COVID time. Yeah, during COVID there were no schools, so we were waking up at 9, at 10. Now I'm here and there are children. Now I'm here, there are no children, and I'm expected to wake up at 6. Oh my god. So I told my boss, for me, I can't wake up at 6. It's so early. She asked me, what time do you want to wake up? I told her at 8. And she was, what? At 8? I can't let you wake up at 8. I asked her, why? What are we going to wake up to do? What are you going to wake up to do? For example, you wake up at 12. So I can't even come to do your stuffs at 12. Like, I wake up 6. Between 6 and 12 in the day, there are 6 good hours. There is nothing you can do because they are in their rooms and you can't wake them up. So you will just wake up and sit. Okay, maybe do other places, and which does not even take you 1 hour. And for the rest of the hours, and we were not even cooking every day, for the rest of the hours you will just be seated doing nothing, surely. So I told her at 8. She refused. She said, okay, wake up at 7:30. I said, okay, that's manageable. And this Ethiopian girl is like, hey. And I'm like, what do you wake up to? So now we wake up and sit here. What for? Yeah. Now we wake up at we were told to wake up at 7:30. But guess what? The next day at 6:30 she's up, boof boof boof, and banging the doors and waking us up. What's wrong? It's 6:30. That, no, wake up. By the time you brush your teeth, you change your pajamas and everything, it will be 7:30. And it's 6:30. Like, who needs 1 hour to change pajamas? And my head is feeling so heavy. When you're used to sleeping for 10 hours and now you've hardly slept. Oh my god, for me, I felt like I've hardly slept. For one, it's a new place. I'm not even comfortable. I'm not comfortable, so I took long to sleep. And then, I don't know, I'm feeling like even I didn't make a right decision to go to that place. And then you are waking up so early. Hey, I was so upset. I don't know, I was getting upset at the slightest provocation, and it helped me. It did help me because that morning I got so mad. I asked her, why are you banging doors and waking up at 6? You said we can wake up at 7:30. And she says, no, you will, by the time you change your pajamas and everything. Now I came to realize that this time is the time she has woken up to pray. She wants to sleep, but those selfish people, like, Selfish, really selfish. She wants to sleep, but she can't sleep when you are still sleeping. What if you don't wake up? What if you wake up at 8? Like, she wants you up and working. Yeah? So that thing, we still argued until she even stopped waking us up. Yeah? Another thing also, now she tells me, okay, this Ethiopian girl had Lebanese line, and I told her, for what do you need the Lebanese line? And she's like, if she goes out, like if we go to buy things, we go to the grocery or to the mini market, she can communicate with them. There is, if she sends something, she can communicate with them the price, if there is, if it's available or not. Okay. But for me, I didn't use a Lebanese line before. So I was told, the reason I had not used it, I was told it's expensive to maintain. So I asked her, who maintains it for you? You know, you have to pay for the service, for the line service every month. You have to pay like $10, and then you have to pay for the internet in the phone. Again, it came to approximately $22 per month to take care of the line SIM card. Yeah. So I asked her, and she said she's the one who caters. I was like, what? I can't. Coincidentally, my boss tells me that, you know what, now that you've been shown the grocery and everything, I will need you to have a Lebanese line so that when you go out, you can communicate with me like she does. You can call me, tell me if something is there. If I want to call you, if you're out and maybe I remember something, I can call you. I told her, okay, I have no problem having a Lebanese line, you know, no problem. But I asked her, who will cater for it? Like, who will pay the service charge and the internet? And she said, confidently tells me, you will pay from your salary, just $22. It's not much. God, $22. That's a meal. Yeah. I told her, no way. I told her, no way. For the times I've been in Lebanon, as long as I have Wi-Fi, I have internet connection, I don't need to spend on my salary to put internet. And the reason you are giving me, it's something that doesn't even concern me, doesn't concern my family. I can talk to my family in the night. Already you've restricted me from using the phone during the day. So there is no way I will call my family during the day. I will call them in the night, and in the night I have internet, right? I'm in the house. I don't need this SIM card to talk to people when I'm outside. So why should I cater $22? Hey, I can't. And she says, it's so little money. Why can't you pay? I'm paying you in dollars. And by that time, the dollars here in Lebanon up to date was a big problem. So she felt like getting cash in dollars, it was a big deal, right? And it was not even paying me much money. So I told her, no, the money I'm earning is for me and my family. So whatever you want your business, it's your business. I can't cater for it. I will stay without a SIM card. If you want a SIM card, you put for me. You put in my, if that SIM card is yours, like it's yours, put it in my phone. When you need me, you can get me, but I don't need to cater for it. Why? They have never seen somebody like they were used to somebody who just accepts whatever they say. And this is what I said about raising your standards and being confident that as long as you know you are right, you have to be confident. You know, respect, sometimes you have to demand for it. It's not earning. Sometimes you got to demand for it, because hey, otherwise people might never respect you. So I told her, no, I will not pay. So she said she will think about it. Finally, she saw that she's the one who needs it, not me. She put the SIM card, she put everything that is required for me. My work is when the end month is end month comes, the line will always send you a message that it's almost expiring. I tell her and she fills in the money. Yeah. Now something else. Oh, what do I say? There's a lot of things like now in that household we had, okay, we are no longer in that household, but now in that household there were crazy, like, let me tell you, out here it's not always easy. Even if you see people like they have managed to live for 2 years, it's not like it's 100% perfect. And as I said, hakuna place perfect. Ati utakuta place perfect haina shida, haina challenges. No, there are challenges everywhere. You just choose what you can manage and what you cannot. If you talk about what you cannot and nothing changes, you just have to quit. If there are things you can get along, then well and good. If God helps you to get along, well and good. If it's not possible, then that is not the place you should be, right? You got to be happy where you are. If you're not happy, it's not the place you should be. So for me, in that 1 month, I tried to how do I say, I tried to change the things, the rules that were there, because there was so much. I tried to change to accommodate the rules, to accommodate myself in that place, like to feel comfortable as much as I could, so that if it fails in that 1.5 a month remaining to the end month, I just quit, right? So we had to talk. I had to be confident in myself, and confident and not fear, because fear can keep you lagging behind. Like, fear can keep you depressed. Yeah, it can keep you depressed, because if somebody shouts at you for no reason and you can't even ask why, you just cry. You will cry until your tears dry up, and they will feel that they are superior. Yeah, they will feel like sasa wanaweza kutembelea kwa kichwa, sababu unawaogopa. Kwanza hiyo kuogopa, akiona tu unamuogopa, sasa anaona sasa amepata ka slave. Yeah, amepata kama mtu anaweza tawala, anaweza vuruta hivi na hivi. But if you show them that you are tough, then they change. By the way, they change and accommodate, like they change and even respect you. But if you show them that you're not confident, that is when you will have hard times. Okay, not all people can even accommodate you. That's what I say. That's why I said you should choose your own happiness first. If you feel that it's too much, yeah, you just change. It's where you're not happy, you should not be there. Yeah, so I really struggled. There were a lot of things. Something else still that was weird. That was so weird. There were so very lots of things that were so weird. Now, one day we went to the grocery. On that very first week, went to the grocery store. Now, when we went to the grocery store, we come back with this Ethiopian girl. We come back and she goes to inside, I don't know to where, she brings a pen and a paper. And she tells me we have to count the fruits. And I'm like, they were measured there, 1 kilo, 2 kilo, I don't know. And she tells me now we have to count them piece by piece. Like, we have to count how many bananas we've bought, how many apples we've bought, how many, like, everything, right? And not things like cabbage, not things like, only fruits. Okay, I tell her why, and she tells me that those are the they prefer it like that, you have to count. Okay, I tell her, have you been doing this for the 4 years? Yes. Every day you have to count fruits. Yes. Why? So that day we counted. Okay, I wanted to see how this counting goes. So we count, and she takes back. Okay, the following day they will take fruits and everything. We have to count again. Like, we have to count how what like, if you remove an orange from the fridge, you have to put that in mind, or you have to write it down. And you're not even removing for yourself, you're removing for them. You have to remember it and tell them, and then in the evening you will come back and count and like explain how it has reduced. That I gave you an orange in the morning, I gave you a banana, I gave you an apple. Do you get it? I asked her, every day before you sleep you have to do this bullshit, and she said yes. I told her I will not. So she goes and reports me. She goes and says, and these things of reporting happen so much when you are two of you. I don't know why people, you've all come to work, and now you feel like you can go against your fellow African or whatever, and feel that you can side with your boss and confide and everything. That will always backfire on you, because no matter how close you will be with them, no matter how friendly you want to be, your place will never change. Your place will never change. You're a servant, and you will remain that. No matter, even if they say we treat you like our sister, we treat you like our daughter. Deep down, you know you are not their daughter. You know you are not their sister. You know you don't even look the same. Yeah, and you will only be friendly to them, or they will only be friendly to you as long as you are of help to them. As long as you are going to report your fellow worker, you're going to report your fellow country person just to look good. That's what is important for them, but not that they feel like you are their sister. So she goes to report me, that I've said I will not be counting these foods. And my boss comes. Sure, Tabby. Like, what is it, Tabby? I say, what? For now, but I'm not understanding why is she asking me what is it, because I don't know that she has gone to report. And when I see them following each other, I don't mind their business. So they have been there for long. Maybe they follow each other like that. So I see them coming, but I'm not like I don't know. And she asks me, what is it? And I say, what is it? That you've said you will not be counting fruits. I said, yes, I will not be counting. Why should I count and come to explain you what you ate? I want to rest, and now I have to think about counting fruits. And she says, I want to control what I buy. And I told her, maybe you keep them in your room. You know why? If you keep them in your room, you will not be scared that I will eat your bananas and your oranges, You will not be scared. But when they are in the fridge and you're in your room, you are scared and calling, have you counted fruits? For me, I will not count. You, when it's evening time, I can bring them to your room, you sleep with them. The next day, you bring them in the fridge. But counting every night, I will not do that. And she shouts like, what's this? Who is this girl? Where did she come? Where did she come from? Because they are used to this girl who was so quiet, who was so calm, and they could step on her the way they wanted. Yeah? Because counting fruits, and they're not counting like it's nothing beneficial. It's not like it's anything beneficial. They're just counting because of you. They're counting because of you, so that because they see that you will eat these fruits and they don't want you to eat, and that's why they are counting so that you don't eat. Like if I count even 2 days, I already know that you don't want me to eat, and I will not eat it. Why should you make me count? So I told her, for me I will not count. So she had a hard time. Like, I don't know, she had a hard time, like feeling comfortable, like adjusting herself, yani ile kuzoea. So as I was saying, now she had a hard time adjusting to the fact that somebody will actually not follow her rules to the letter. Somebody will actually question what she says, question her rules and regulations, right? Yeah, it wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy at all. If I remember my first month, it was not easy, because you have to accommodate the other people, and they also have to accommodate you. It's a two-way traffic, right? So before muingiane, hey, it takes a lot of effort on both sides. Yeah. So another weird things, a lot of things happened, guys. A lot of things happened, but I'm just mentioning the most the most weird ones that I found very disturbing. Now one evening, she tells me, make me tea, normal tea. And I make tea, and she used to have sugar in her own sugar in her room. And so I take tea and a spoon. When I go, she takes, the tray, and checking the spoon, she throws it, and throws the hot tea all over the bed. Good, she didn't throw it on me. She throws it all over the bed and everywhere on the floor, and the spoon. And I'm like, God, I had never seen people so aggressive all my life, for real, up to date. I've never seen people so aggressive. Somebody can throw a hot drink, and with the Ethiopian girl, they were swift to hit her. God, I've never seen people so aggressive. And I was like, what's wrong? And the more they were aggressive, the more I was also upset. Like I just felt, if I keep quiet, like I imagine this girl has been here for 4 months, and she's like this, like unajua kuku imemwagiliwa maji. I don't know how to put it in English. Like, a chicken that has been watered. When you put water on a chicken and it becomes cold, she was like that. I couldn't accept. So in my mind, I was like, the reason I was fighting is, like, I was like, there are no kids, so I'll fight to feel until I'm comfortable. If it's impossible, then I just go back home. So I asked her, what's wrong? And she said, how do you give me with this spoon? This spoon is not ours. This spoon is for the servants. And I'm like, now, how do you even know this one is not yours? Petty things like spoons, forks, knives, everything, everything, even the food stuffs. Like in the kitchen, that's when she woke up very aggressively. She called her mom. They came marching to the kitchen like army going for battle. And they came to the kitchen, and she explained that I've given her tea with the servant spoons, and they removed all the items, everything, and they showed me, and the other new girl also, that these ones are yours, these ones are for us. They separated everything. They brought marks. They bought from the shop. They called somebody to bring, those marking pens to just color, was it marking pens or these nail colors, inaitwa nini? Nimekaa bila kujipaka hata sikumbuki ilikuwa inaitwaje. The nail colors, Cutex, yeah, Cutex, I don't know, Cutex, just to paint on. This one is your spoon, this one is your fork, this one is your knife, plate, everything. Also the food stuffs, there was like, for me, both of them, everybody had a person to take care of. Like for me, I had my boss, and her mom had her girls, these two girls. One was going and one was replacing her. Yeah. So even the foodstuffs, there was those that were mine and there are those that were like that day. It was so chaotic. They separated everything. I found it very, very weird, because it's a family. There are not many, only 2 persons, a mom and her daughter, and they cannot get along. Now imagine us who are outsiders, how will we even manage? It was so tough, it was so weird, and I was like, oh my God. Like by the time the day is ending, you are tired, not physically but mentally, from all the noise, and oh my God, it was so tough. Anyway, to cut the long story short, things changed. We learned to accommodate each other. We moved out of that place, and now we are just both of us. Yeah, we get along well, and now she became so proud of me. And even when we go out, she would say my girl here is very educated, she's very exposed, not like, she would say, not like the other girl they had. Yeah. So at least it changed their mentality. Even when somebody wants to bring somebody from Ethiopia or those other countries, you'd say, no, bring from Kenya. Kenyans are educated, Kenyans, because like I flew my country's flag high. I showed them that you cannot step on me. You will not, like, I know my human rights. I know what I should do, yeah, and I'm doing what I should do, but you also have to know that at least I'm human. And yeah, you are just an employer, I'm an employee, yeah, but we are all humans. In the eyes of God, we are the same. So don't feel so special. No, there is no need for you to feel superior. No. They had that superiority complex. The way you feel that you are the boss now, and everybody, you are like, your word is final, nothing to be questioned, nothing even. That's how they were. But I was like, this, if it doesn't change, I just go home. But like by the end of the day, you are so tired mentally, like your head is from the noise. And I also always felt like I have pressure, my heart is always beating, because you don't even know when you are right. every few minutes you will hear somebody shouting everything, like when people don't get along and they are separating everything, and you are living in that house. When you touch, this is not yours, this is not yours, it was so hectic. Yeah, so guys, I will not make this so long, but that is some of the things we go through. Some things are just unprintable, like we can't just come online and talk about them. This is internet, we can't just talk about them, but it's not always easy. Check on your people, check on your friends, how are they doing well. Don't just think of, I don't know, like, give them peace at least, because sometimes here there is no peace of mind. And sometimes there is no, but it's not always easy. There are challenges every day, Yeah, but God is good because we always face them and we overcome them, because it's part of life. You can't say that you will anywhere is perfect. There is no perfect place. But yeah, you just have to choose your battles. Yeah, you choose your battles. If you can, all right. If you cannot, if you cannot, just go to the next place. Your happiness matters, right? So see you in my next video. Hope to see you soon, guys. Thank you for watching till the end. Kindly subscribe, like this video, and comment down below. Ask me any question. I will be happy to answer. Bye, guys.